It's your girl, that girl Summer here, back with another video. And today I will be doing a highly requested video, which is sharing all the mods that I use in my game. Okay, now the way I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna give a brief description on every mod in my game. I have a lot, and it would literally take me like hours really showcasing every mod that I have. And some of these mods I don't even particularly use in my day-to-day like playing, you know. Some are for like scenarios and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go through just briefly give a little description of every mod that's in my game. And in the background, as y'all can see, this is a new sim that will be introduced in a new LP. Okay, keep it on hush. Shh, shh, shh. Okay, so there will be more information about her and what we're going to be doing with her in a video to come, in the first video of the LP. Okay, just be on the lookout. I decided to give y'all a little sneak peek. Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this list. Okay, so first I'm gonna start out with Adeepindigo. Now I have a multitude of their mods in my game, so okay, let's go ahead and buckle in. So to start off, I have the freelance chef mod. Now that's exactly how it sounds, as a freelance chef. I don't think I've actually been able to use this. This was for my main gameplay that I had before I started my Sim Self series. I had one sim, he was a chef. I wanted to try it out, but I never got to that point where he was actually in his career and stuff like that. And next we have Custom Nuptials, which is basically just like a refresh overhaul of the game pack that we got, My Wedding Stories, right? So just adding some features that were very much missed with the original release, just fixing some things, just making it a little bit better. If you have that pack, I highly recommend that you get this mod because, like I said, it just adds a lot of stuff that was missing. Okay. And next we have dental care. Okay, so basically it's just adding in, you know, the dentist for your son, making sure they get their teeth cleaned. The kids can go and they can have braces done if they chip a tooth or a tooth falls out or anything like that. It's basically just something to make it, you know, realistic, like make you go to the doctor and have to set up these dentist appointments, you know, for everybody in the family, like from kids to adults, elders, and all that. So I really do like this because it just adds that realism to my game. And Adeepindigo has an app that is on your phone that has every like health mod, like it's like a portal. So you go in there, you can order like toothbrushes, toothpaste, Tic Tacs, like mouthwash, like all of that. So that is super awesome, and that's why I like a lot of their mods, because it's just super realistic, and that's how I like to play my game. So next we have Dynamic Teen Life. Just the overhaul, again, just a refresh of the high school pack that we got. I forgot, Go to High School or something like that. I forgot the name, but it adds social groups, it adds a popularity system, you can have more after school activities, you can have a tryouts, no tryouts, just a whole bunch of different stuff that I really enjoy. It just adds more things for my teens to do and just makes it feel more, again, realistic. So I highly recommend this if you like playing with teens, if you like being in a high school, following them to high school. That is a really good mod to have in your game. So pairing up with that, we have Education Overhaul, which again adds some more after school activities. This is field trip. You can set up uniforms, boarding school. It randomizes school breaks and snow days, like if you have the season pack. Now again, some of these mods, if you don't have certain packs for them, they're not gonna be able to offer some of these features to you, because some of them depend on certain game packs, expansion packs that you have. I'm pretty sure that you guys know that, but just to reiterate, if you download this mod and you see something that you can't do, it's mostly because you don't have the pack for it. But really love this. I think it allows for preschool, so that's how my toddlers can go to school and stuff like that. So Education Overhaul is up there as well. It will always stay in my game. I just love their mod. It just adds so much for my kids, high schoolers, teens, all that. So yeah. So next we have eye care, which is very similar to dental care. It's basically just going to the eye doctor and, you know, getting your eyes checked out. They can have glasses. You want to go check that out? Check that out. I like having it in my game because I actually wear glasses, so it just makes sense for it to be in my game. Next we have golden years, which is basically just like adds more interaction, adds more life into your elders. You have a weak bladder, or have to take your medicine, or they want to read newspapers or something like that. Like all of that stuff, which is really cool because I feel like elders kind of get neglected a little bit and it's not a lot geared towards them. So if you like playing with elders, or if you have grandparents or anything like that and you want to be able to do more with them, this is the mod for you. Okay. All right, next is a big one. We have the health care redux mod. Now this adds in all your diseases, your allergies. It's like it adds some stuff for pregnancy, emergency, injury, everything. Anything that you could think of is there. Cat allergy, dog allergies, or something like that, which is really cool and add on to your gameplay. Okay. And it also has medicine that you have to take if you have a certain disease. Like say you have diabetes, you will have to, you know, take the necessary medications to be able to manage. Okay, so next we have SimNation Travel. Basically, it makes rabbit holing a little bit more interesting. Okay, so you can have cars, and I think it comes with a couple cars that you can, I think, drag out of your inventory. You go buy a car, drag it out of your inventory, click it, and then they'll give you an option to go travel. Again, it has domestic travel, international travel. So if you go to another world, it'll say, you know, oh, you need your passport or your bus pass or your license or something, depending on where you're going. But with this as well, you can get into plane crashes. Now that's the only thing. Like if say I take my Sims out on vacation, sometimes it'll be one or two Sims and it says they got into a plane crash and then they'll be in the hospital for a day or two, and sometimes they even die. Like they'll say, oh, they didn't make it or something like that. Obviously I don't allow that in my game. Okay. No, ain't nobody dying. Okay. I mean, is it realistic? Yes, it can happen, but no, ain't nobody dying in my game, especially my Sim Self series. I don't care. I will exit the game so fast. Okay, but it's nice. I do like it because it just overhauls the rabbit hole. Like I said, makes it a little bit more interesting, makes it a little bit more funner. Okay. So next we have summer camp. It just basically adds summer camp in for your kids. So with the education overhaul, like I said, there's school breaks, snow days and stuff like that. So they'll have a summer break and they'll ask you, I think as soon as summer starts, if you want to send them to school or you want to start the summer break. Usually I do the whole summer as a summer break. Like none of my kids will be in school during the summer, and I'll have them go to a camp. I like it because it allows my kids to be able to do something else in the summer besides just being around the house. I think it helps with their skills as well, so I like that one. And then I have some holiday traditions. It basically just as in, you know, holiday tradition. I have Valentine's, voting. So within that, you get certain like tasks that you have to do. So next I have Kid Doodle, and this was adopted from I think it's Kato. As y'all guys know, she was a creator and now she works for EA, so obviously she wasn't able to make any more mods freely because she's working with EA and stuff like that. So this was adopted by Adeepindigo, but basically it just allows your kids to have like little odd jobs. I haven't been able to do this. I low-key forget that I have this in my game, but I do want to have my kids be able to have little jobs. I think I just set up a bank account for Komari. So we're going to try this out. We're going to see how it goes so he can have a little bit of money in his pocket. I want him to be, you know, learn early on how to support himself, you know, and be able to have those certain skills. So we'll definitely be checking that out in one of my gameplays. Probably do it next, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that's just basically what it does, and it gives you two options, two files to download. You can either do a low pay or a high pay. I chose low pay because I don't see my kids getting a lot of money for doing little odd jobs. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And we have another mod that was adopted from the same creator, which is the preteen mod. I love this mod so much. It basically just gives you like the preteen trait. So when your kids age up, they go into the preteen stage. Okay, so their height changes, so they get taller but not as tall as a teenager, and it has certain phases, and I believe you have like a hygiene system within it as well. I really enjoy this because again it just adds in more realism to my game. We have a little bit of lackluster with the preteen stages. Hopefully we get that in the future, especially with her working with EA. I could definitely see it being possible that this mod get adapted into the base game. But yeah, it basically just adds in that stage between child and teenager. So, and then we have a bunch of just like little small mods from Adeepindigo. Family and friends activities. It just adds some more activities for you to do with your family and friends through your phone. We have more New Year's resolutions, which is, I feel like we definitely need it, because I feel like the resolutions we had base game, it just wasn't enough for me. So I just need a little bit more. Then I have some rabbit holes, some dates, personal care services, and the tattoo parlor. We go to the tattoo parlor, you can get piercings, anything that you want. It basically just takes you into the Creative Sim, and then you go from there, put whatever additions you want. So that is it for Adeepindigo Mods. Like I said, it was a lot. I have a lot of mods from them. All right, so next I have Andrew Pose Player. This is what I use to pose my Sims. It is necessary. I feel like if you have mods in your game, you should already have this. But if you're new to Sims, then you really want to know. It's basically just a menu for all your poses. You click on, and that's basically the menu for you to be able to pose for pictures and stuff like that. Okay, so next I have Basemental Drugs. Okay, this is little 18 plus. Okay, so this basically just adds drugs into my game. Like, you know, if you have certain items in your inventory with this mod install, they will be smoking and doing other stuff by themselves. So just be careful with that. But if you want to dive deep into that type of world, definitely check out this mod. I always keep it in my game. I just, you know, it's nothing wrong with it for me, but okay. And next we have BosseladyTralfaz. I think that's her name. This is morning routine every day. So basically, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every time I wake my sim up, they automatically change into their clothes. They're using the bathroom, brushing their teeth, taking a shower. And that's because of this mod. Okay, so when they wake up, they go through routine. No matter what their levels are, they always gonna do it. And I like that because it's realistic. You know, get up when you waking up for school, they just automatically jump into it, because, you know, they don't really do that. This is something I recently just put in my game, and I love it. I probably will keep it in my game from now on. It just helps me out. Okay, next we have Chingyu. It's just basically all those custom traits that I have in my game. It adds, I think, a lot of traits, at least 100 traits in my game, and it adds taller traits as well. It's overhauls of certain traits, and then adding in those custom traits as well. So I really do enjoy those because it just helps me kind of tell a sim story a little bit better with them traits being on. Okay, so next we have DanitySimmer, fashion designer career. I have not been able to check that out, but I am super excited to see like the little previews and stuff like that. I know this is a really good mod, like really good. And I also have her NBA and NFL mod in my game that, again, I haven't been able to test out, but I do want to test out for sure. I always felt like it should be a career, a sports career in The Sims. I know that I think there is, but it isn't like a specific, and it's not really good. Like, it doesn't give specific tasks for that, you know. And I understand, because it's not like really a lot in the game geared towards sports. Like, honestly, high school years was the first like introduction to a sport in Sim. So, but I definitely want to check this out. It looks cool. Okay, and next we have Frankk, language barriers. Okay, Frankk is the creator, language barriers is the mod. So basically, all the location in the Sims have their own language. So if you're from Newcrest, you speak Newcrest. If you're from Burlington Bay, you speak Burlington Bay. If you from Sulani, you speak Sulani. Basically just adding like different languages, accents, or whatever, all that stuff. So if you're talking to someone from Sulani and you're from Newcrest, there's gonna be a language barrier, just like the name. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, what? I can't understand you," and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to build a relationship with them because you can't understand them. So you can ask them for help with the language. I really like it as realism. It makes the other worlds feel like their other type of parts of the world. Okay, so next we have Ilkavelle, Ilkavelle. Okay, something like that. I have a few mods in here from them. We have Career Day Overhaul, just overhaul of Career Day from high school years, just making it a little bit more better. We have Check Today Events. So sometimes you know how your teenagers can get a text from their friends, "Hey, we're going to the movies, da 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 da." This basically, when you click it on your phone, a pop-up will appear like right then, basically. So say you're not really getting invited a lot of places, but you want your Sims to go out, like your teenage Sims to go out or whatever, this will allow for this to happen. So next we have Children Aspirations, basically just add in more aspirations for your children. Little Entrepreneur, Little Explorer, School Star, Boy Critters Master. Next we have Faster Turn, Paper, and Presentation, just as a... Y'all hear this thunder? Oh, it is pouring down right now. It's thundering. But yes, Faster Turn, Paper, and Presentation is exactly how it sounds. It takes too long, okay? I understand, like, you know, it's college, it's supposed to be a little bit harder, but it just takes too long, especially when we have to do homework and stuff every day, and especially if you have multiple terms, it's just too much. So this helps with that if you want to get through that process a little bit faster. And then I have a bunch of like food mods, and Insimnia has some of the best food mods. Like, they look super realistic. They actually have the ingredients that you need to make the food. I know y'all seen what I made. I think the chicken, the collard greens, cornbread, like that is their mod. Okay, it looks amazing. Okay, so y'all definitely go check out all of their stuff. They even have a little stalls as well, like Taco Bell, Starbucks. Okay, so next we have ItsMovieTime Mod. I know y'all probably seen that. That's where you add in them custom movies and you could just play it through the TV and stuff like that. You can download a bunch of different movies that they have. I only have a select few in my game, but there's a lot out there that you can go get. Also, another food mod that I have is Grannies Cookbook. I like theirs too. That's mostly what I use. Y'all see me using when I click on the actual cookbook. Only thing with Insimnia is you have to have, well, you don't have to. I think you can turn it off or put a certain file, and that doesn't require you to have the ingredients, but I like doing that, so that is why I have it in there. So, but with Granny's Cookbook, you don't need the ingredients. You could just cook whatever. So that's why I like using both of them in my game. Okay, so next we have LittleMsSam. It's a lot of mods that I have from them. Buy a better mattress. You can buy a better mattress if it says, you know, you have a cheap mattress and makes your back sore or whatever. You click on the bed, buy a better mattress, you'll feel better. Next we have calendar tweaks. I think this takes off prom and finals every week. So if you have it on, I think it just takes it off, because I don't know, it was just kind of like annoying. Like, I get if you play like, I guess like multiple Sims and you're on a shorter lifespan, but for it to be every week is prom and a final or whatever, it's just a little tedious. So this goes in, it tweaks it a little bit and just helps me out with my gameplay. Next we have My Pet. So basically, if you have a maxed out family, you go to My Pets, you could pick a pet and they will basically spawn on a lot, but you don't have to worry about like their health, or I think you could feed them, but they won't necessarily die. So they're a part of the household, but they're not a part of that household. And I think you can manage them from like an app too as well. So that's nice if you have like a full household but you want a pet and you got multiple pets, this is the mod for you. Okay, so next we have Skate Everywhere. So basically it just adds skates on you, and you could just skate literally anywhere. Usually you would have to have the rink down in order for your Sims to skate, but they could just literally just skate over the whole map if they wanted to. Okay, so next we have social activities. It just adds in some more activities for your Sims to go through rabbit hole, and they can invite people with them as well. So for our next creator, we have Lot51. I do have a couple mods in my game. I love their mods. It's just, again, realism, and it's just simplistic realism, like simple things that should be in the game that are not in the game. Okay. So we have the doorbell mod, which basically just adds a ring doorbell to your game. If someone comes up, it shows a picture, whether they ring the doorbell, whether they don't. You can change the color of your ring, everything. It's a bunch of different options, but I like that because it allows me to see who is knocking on the door when it's a little pop-up on your notifications. Super simple, but super like just realistic, y'all. I just keep saying realistic because it just, all these mods add realism to my game. Okay. We definitely have that. Next we have Plum Bros, which is adding in air conditioning heating system into the Sims. Okay, y'all seen my water heater, y'all seen I think the ventilation, all that is where this come from. This adds on to your game, adds on to your house play. It's a nice addition. People can come out and, you know, fix it if it's broke, or you can fix it, whatever the case may be. So next we have Sunrise, which is basically just an alarm clock system. So you could set a time, you could set a custom time, or you could set it to, if your kids have school, then it'll wake them up like an hour and 30 minutes before, I believe. If they got work, it'll wake them up again an hour and 30 minutes before. Like I said, you can set a custom time, but it wakes your Sims up. It actually has an animation that rings and stuff like that. So I like that. It's definitely necessary for my kid Sims. All right, so next we have Lumpinou. I'm butchering these names, but it's okay. If y'all just going off based off what I'm saying, y'all never find it. But I have their RPO collection. I think it's realistic pregnancy overhaul. It's basically like a customized mod set. If they have different modules, if you don't like a certain module, you can have it taken out. You can just delete it, okay, and it won't affect your game at all. So paternity testing, teen pregnancy, temporary separation, cheating, infidelity, jealousy, custody and permanent separations. I think that's my favorite one. I used it in my main file. Basically, if you cheat, it's a whole thing. And then if you have a divorce, you can go through the court, and then you can go through the court. They could decide who gets what. They could decide on the kids, the custody of the kids. You can go and fight for the kids, or say, oh, I want them, or the other Sim may want them. And then the court basically decides who gets to keep them, everything. I really do love this mod. It just adds things that should have naturally just been in the game from the start. I really do like the custody thing. I do. And when you do get the custody, you then can choose when you could visit a child. The child can come visit you. The parent will drop off the kid and everything. Great mod. Okay, that's like top 10 right there. Okay. And next we have MC Command Center. That is top number 1. If you add mods to your game, if this is your first time adding mods, that is a necessity to have MC Command Center in your game. Okay, it's just a mod menu. Y'all could do a lot through the menu. This is, y'all see when I pop up, when I change my outfits as quick as I do, I use MC Command Center. Okay, then next we have Pandasama Mods. Okay, mostly the main one is the childbirth mod. Y'all already know, y'all already seen in my game. Another addition and another overhaul of just the pregnancy birthing process. Love this mod. That's how we was able to do the gender reveal with the balloon. We could do the cake with the glass, the event, everything. Birthing class is from them, and I love that they keep updating it, so we're getting more within each update, and I love that. I love that. Y'all definitely go check out that mod. I also do have some toddler items from them as well, like a makeup kit. The kids can play in a makeup kit. The crafting station, which is basically like the little, like a desk that the kids can use, but just for toddlers. So I really do like that. It allows more toys for my actual toddlers and stuff like that. Next we have Plumlace. I think I have like 4 mods in here. So we have baby drama. So I believe you could have like baby daddy, baby mama drama and stuff like that. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and download this mod. It has Mulet, it has social interactions. Next we have Immersive Social Bunny. Basically just like a little overhaul of the Social Bunny app that we got with high school years. Get to add more. I think get to post whenever. I think this just got updated, but I haven't been on the actual platform to actually see what new was updated. But any overhaul of the Social Bunny app is better than what it actually is, okay? Because I just need more, you know. I just need a little bit more. So if you like the app but wish there was more stuff within it, this is the mod for you for sure. Okay, next we have Precious Moments. I believe I use this interactions in one of my videos, but basically you can teach ABCs, do numbers and stuff like that with your infants, which is really cute. And I believe it may help with like their skill sets. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Okay, next we have SimRealist. I have 2 mods from them. I have Sim National Bank and Sim National Bank Bills. Oh, and the Financial Center as well. So we have Sim National Bank. It basically just adds a banking system. That's how I set up my accounts. That's how I have check-ins, savings for me, myself. And you can have it where your job goes completely to your bank account, or it can go into the household needs. You could transfer over money, you could send money, stuff like that. Financial Center, I think it adds on where you can have loans for houses. You can order a debit card, anything banking. They are the people to go to, because I've been using this mod for years. This mod's been out for years. I've been using it for years. It's a really good mod, y'all. Okay, so next we have Slimmazsims, something like that. Okay. Basically it's just the overhaul of the painting and the sketch pad. It just adds in black art. I like it because it's certain, like all the pictures and all the paintings that end up coming out is something that I actually will put on the wall. So the fact that I could paint it and get that and then be able to put it on the wall and it actually look nice. So if y'all want to check that out, make sure y'all go check that out. Okay, next we have TMEX Better Exceptions. If you have mods in your game, get this mod. It will go through your mods folder and try to figure out what gave you the exception error. Okay, this is necessity, okay? This is on top 10. You need this if you have mods in your game. Now sometimes Sims put out an error for, it'd be little things or something like that. It don't even be nothing crazy, but I like to take those exception errors and go into the MC Command Center Discord, and I put those in there so someone can get someone can help me with it, because obviously when I look at it, like I said, you can give it error code. Sometimes it lists off the mod name that's causing it, if it's something like, you know, but if it's something that I can't recognize, I put in the Discord. Really, any scanning I get, I always put in my Discord, just so I can know what needs to be taken out and what I can fix. Next we have Mod Guard. So I heard people were putting in like viruses or something in people's game. So this is just in there to block all that stuff. I don't know what they was doing, but I don't need any of that on my computer. So next we have Searchable Pose Player. This is a new one. This pairs with the Andrew Pose Player that I talked about in the beginning. basically just as a search bar, so you can search in the name of the pose. I have a lot of poses. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have a lot of poses, so this is like a necessity for them. If you do a lot of picture taking, a lot of pose playing and stuff like that, this is something that you need. Next, another big necessity, UI cheats. Okay, well, actually I skipped one because Turbo Driver. You know, I'm just gonna say Turbo Driver. Okay. Now, if you want to go look it up and see what I'm talking about, you go look it up. But by that name alone, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. But UI cheats extension basically allows me to cheat by the click all of your needs. If your sim is about to die from hunger, you can click it away and it will go all the way up to green. A necessity, because sometimes I tell them to do something, they don't go do it, and now they hungry, and now I don't have time. I don't need my sims dying, so needed. Okay. Next, I have 2 mods from UTOPYA, the Kiss and Grind mod and Passionate Gifts mod. Kiss and Grind, more kiss and interaction with your lovers and stuff like that. Passionate Gifts, in my second video when we did Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all that stuff, that's how I was able to get the flowers, get the card, watches, necklace, all that. That's that interaction right there is their mod, which I love, 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 love. I just wish that when you actually give them do the interaction, they actually get something into their inventory. If they ever implement that, that would be chef's kiss. But I do still love this mod. So now I'm going back up. Those were just the individual files that I have. Now I'm gonna go through my actual folders that I have. So we have Ellesimsworld Active Medical Student Career. Now this is a new mod that just came out that I definitely want to check out. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people create medical sims now, are testing out this mod, and I definitely want to test this out too. It looked cool, it looked interesting. Okay, so next curator that I have is QMBiBi. So I have 3 mods from them: childcare overhaul, express delivery, and laundry overhaul. Childcare overhaul basically is when I said, oh, I don't have the wipes, I need diapers, I need a diaper cream. This is the overhaul. You cannot change your baby's diapers if you don't have the specific items in your inventory. It adds frustration for me, but realism to the game, so I keep it in. And basically laundry overhaul is basically the same thing too. You need, you know, laundry detergent or the scent boost or anything like that. If you don't have those, you can't wash your laundry. It forces you to be realistic and order those things and spend money on those things for you to be able to do it. So I like that. And then express delivery is basically like what's the app? I'm trying to think what's the app. Like Instacart, or it's another one, but you basically can order a bunch of stuff through there. They have like Target, they have just a whole bunch of different stores that you can order from and get certain items. Like they have a bookstore, CVS, I believe, and you can order all the childcare stuff from there and the laundry stuff from there. And if you can't find it in the app, you can go in build mode and all of the items will be in there as well. So, and 2 more mods from TMEX, Better Build Buy. Okay, that allows me to toggle any cheats I need, longer view of all your furniture that you have. I believe you can favorite items and favorite certain items, and it's a certain category that you could toggle on and it'll be there. I haven't done that yet because I low-key forget it's a feature, but I need to, because trying to sit there and look through certain things, I have a lot of CC in my game. It's just too much. It's too much. And then we have the tool mod. So basically anything that is on your lot, you can click it and move it anywhere off the lot. So that is how I was able to add in the park items, because I put all the park items on my lot, use the tool mod, and put them off the lot. So now it's usable for all the kids. You can place anything anywhere. That's how I got the cars on the street, added in the trees and stuff like that. I really love that. If you're a storyteller type of sim and you want to build these worlds and stuff like that, necessity for sure for you, for sure. I also have Northern Siberia Winds Controlled Position Mod. When y'all see me create my Sims and they're in these certain poses and stuff, that is the mod, okay? As soon as I seen it, needed it. It just makes it so much easier for me to do my Sims, a better view of them. I believe there is a few poses that you could choose, so you don't have to have the exact same poses that I have. I think for like females and the males, and I believe that is it. I'm just going through looking. Everything else is like CC or a pose or just something that isn't like actual mod. So hopefully this helps y'all a little bit. Like I said, it would take a long time for me to go through in detail in game and do every mod. But if you heard something on this list that you want me to check out specifically, I can do another part of this where I check out certain mods at a time. Now I can do that if there's something that y'all want to see before y'all go and download, or y'all go research it and be like, I don't really know if I want to see, if I want to play with this. Can you, check this out for me? But please let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your girl for more videos. Make sure you check out my community tab for any updates, polls, information that gets put out. Follow me on Instagram, @GirlSimmer, and I just made me a Twitter, y'all, so go follow me on Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video.